Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back, and in this video we're gonna learn about how you can actually make a leveling system. So basically, you know those little like bars, like something like this, and they have like a progression bar going up and down based on your XP. Um, that's what we're gonna design first, okay? So go to Starter GUI and Explorer, okay? Then once you click on that, go to Advanced Objects, which you can open from going Model and Advanced Objects, okay? And search up Screen GUI. So what this is a container, okay, for your actual visual objects, okay? And let's just name this leveling or levels, something like this, okay? Um, Now, let's actually design the thing, okay? Search up frame while holding on levels, okay? Double click, there you go. As I said in the previous videos, we always want to use scale, okay? So let's just remove offset, make that 0, okay? Now, make this 0.1 and make this 0.1 and just resize it accordingly, okay? Just make it however big, long, whatever you want it, okay? So something like this will do. We're gonna put it right here, maybe? Yeah, that's okay. Let's change the color from properties, okay? And if you don't have Explorer or properties open, just go to View, Explorer, and Properties, okay? Let's make it this color, I guess. This is okay, yeah. Give it a nice border size pixel of 3. Yeah, that's okay, that works. Let's call this exterior, yeah. And now let's copy this and right click on it again and paste into, okay? And now we have this little bar here, okay? Let's resize this. Actually, just make the position 0, 0, 0, 0, okay? So it's basically not gonna be moved at all, okay? Now this position and the size is relative to the parent, okay? So let me show you. If I make this 1, the y-axis 1, it's gonna be the entire size of the height of the parent, okay? This guy. Now let's call this bar to avoid confusion, okay? Make this something like this. That's okay, yeah, it works. Maybe just let's see how this looks. Yeah, you can change the colors like to whatever you want. I'm just gonna use this. So now you have this little bar thing, okay, in here. If you just drag this, I'm gonna show you what it's gonna do basically based on how much XP you have. Okay, so basically you have 0 XP. The more XP you get, we're gonna make this move up like this, okay, until you have enough XP to level up, and then it's gonna go all the way back again and do it all over again, okay? So we're just gonna put it here for now. Now we actually want to show the user how much XP they have, okay? So for that we need a text label, okay? So just go to Advanced Objects while clicking on the exterior frame and search up text label, okay? Now make the background transparency 1 so it doesn't have the white border anymore, or background. Change the size to 0.10, 0.10, which shifts the size from offset to scale, okay? Always use scale when you can, okay? Why, you may be asking? Because if you go to the test device, this is going to show you how your UI is going to look on different types of devices, okay? So if you just scroll here, as you can see, it resizes accordingly, okay, based on your device screen size. That's what we want always, okay? Now let's eliminate the position again, make that 0, 0. Make this maybe let's put this 1, 0, 1, 0, so it's going to take up the entire size of its parent, okay? Make this text scaled right here. Let's change the font to whatever you guys want. This depends on what game. Like if you're using this for a cafe game or like some sort of military game, just change that based on how, even the color scheme, let's just change that based on what you guys want, okay? Your needs are. Let's make this white and give it a nice border, black border of like 0.3. That's okay. And now we're gonna make 0 on 0 XP. So just a pointer, guys. Usually when you design UI, you want to use placeholders like this, okay? So we know that like it's impossible to have 0 on 0 XP, but this is just to help you guys, the developers, understand how the UI is actually meant to look while you're scripting it, okay? Let's make this fully caps. Yep, okay. And now let's add, while clicking on text label, okay? Well, that's selected. Search up UI Tex Constraint. So what this does is it constraints. So let me try and use another word. It limits the size of the text, okay? So now it might be a bit too big for us. So let's just go to max text size while clicking on text constraint, okay? Make this 25. It's gonna make the maximum size once you select something else, okay? It's gonna make the maximum size 25, okay? We might want to use something bigger here, 35. That's okay, I like that. That works, yeah. Now let's call this XP. Okay. We need one final thing, okay? Copy the XP and paste it in exterior, okay? Drag it around like this. Let's make this something like this up here, okay? Yeah. Let's make this level 1, okay? So actually, I'm not sure if that looks good there. Maybe here. Yeah, it looks better there. Okay, so this is going to show the player the level they are at, okay, and this is going to show them the progression from going from like their amount of XP, okay. One final thing to make it look really nice, we're gonna add a gradient, okay. While clicking on the bar, this is optional, okay. This is just to make the UI look really good. Yep, just click on UI gradient, and let's make the UI gradient. Don't click on this color, okay. Click on these 3 dots. It's gonna give you this little GUI here. So this is the color that the UI will start at, okay, and this is the color that it will end at. Now it's white, like it's entirely white, okay. You don't want that. You want to make it a gradient. So let's click on the last arrow, click on the color, and make it like something darker, I guess. Something like, let's see what looks good actually. That looks good, yeah, on my GUI. Okay, and now make the rotation 90. Okay, so basically, right now the UI gradient is applying to here. Okay, if I rotate it by 90 degrees, it's gonna apply here. If I rotate it by 180 degrees, it's gonna apply here. Okay, 260, it's gonna be up here. You know, whatever. So yeah, make this 90 again. Now that looks better, okay? Let's copy this, the UI gradient, and paste it in the exterior tab, frame. Now that looks okay, I like that. Maybe a bit more subtle color, I guess, for the background. Yeah, that's okay, that works. If you want to, you could also paste this in the text. Change this to something cooler, like, yeah, that looks way better actually. Okay, whoa. And this is gonna look like maybe, actually I don't think we should change this color at all. Sorry, I'm taking like ages to pick a color here, but like I want this to look good for you guys. That works, I guess. You can change the colors based on like your preference. Okay, so let's actually make this work, okay? So the first thing we need to do is actually a server script, okay? So just click on server script service, and inside the script. Now, let's actually, so whenever a player joins, we want it to give them certain values, okay? So game.players.player added connect function player. Okay, so whenever a player joins, this bit here, this function is gonna run. Okay, whatever you put in here is gonna run while passing this player parameter. Okay, so the player parameter is basically, if I click play now, it's this object right here. Go to Explorer, players, this. Okay, so for example, if I join, it's gonna be CovertCode. If you join, it's gonna be your username. Okay, if your friend joins, it's gonna be your friend's username and so on. Okay, so go back to script now. Let's create a value. Okay, I'm gonna explain what I'm doing here in a second. Local let's make this local xp, I mean level equals instance.new int value player, level.name equals level, level.value equals 1, local xp equals instance.new int value level, xp.name equals xp, I mean actually this should be current, yeah, xp.value equals 0, local max xp, not new, int value level, max xp dot name equals max xp, max xp dot value equals 100. Okay, so what I'm doing here is whenever a player joins, I'm creating 3 different int values. So int values, for those who don't know, are basically like these storage units, I guess, or like boxes that hold numbers. Okay, so if I click play, go to my player object again, there's going to be level. Okay, so I created the level object here. Okay, I created a new int value which is holding not 1. Okay, and inside these I created current and max. So this went inside player because when I declared it, I did a comma player. Okay, this is basically where the int value will be parented to, basically. Okay, so since I did level here, they went inside level. Okay, like this. So what this is going to represent is the current here shows how much XP you currently have. Okay, and max shows how much XP you need to level up. Okay, I did it at 100 here. You could do it at like whatever you guys want, but yeah, I guess you just pick a number, I guess. Okay, so now that we actually did this, we need to actually change this. Okay, so like if I click play, my max XP is not 0, it's 100. Okay, so I need to actually apply that. So create a local script while selecting levels. Okay, advanced objects, and type out local script. Okay, now let's just call this level system. Okay, and let's call this main or something. Okay, so let's declare a few variables here. Okay, local GUI script.parent. So GUI is the script's parent, its levels. Okay, now we need exterior. Okay, this is basically to avoid having to like do like script.parent.exterior. whatever, you know, just have clean variables that you can use. Okay, look, exterior with GUI wait for child exterior. So what wait for child is it's gonna wait until that thing exists. Okay, basically a not fail proof, but like it's a good way to avoid having like random weird errors that you don't know how to fix. Okay, just use wait for child. It's the same as GUI.exterior. Okay, same thing, but it's waiting until this thing exists. Okay, if you use this, it's gonna assume it exists. Okay, so if it doesn't exist and you try and use this, It's gonna say, hey, exterior doesn't exist, so like what are we gonna do? I'm gonna give you an error. Okay, so you don't want that. Now let's find, oh, I forgot to name this, label. Yep. So local label equals exterior wait for child label, local xp equals exterior wait for child xp. Okay, so basically what I'm doing here is I'm going to exterior and I'm waiting for label and xp, okay, and storing them within these variables. So variables are like, I mean, I have made a video about variables, so just go check that out if you don't know what those are. So like, I'm gonna continue now. So now we just need to declare this bar, okay? Because that's what we're also gonna use. You only declare things that you're gonna use. For example, I'm not declaring everything. Like I don't need to declare these UI gradients, okay? Because I'm not gonna use them. If you are gonna use them somehow, declare them, okay? It's gonna make your life a whole lot easier. Local bar. One sec. Okay, I'm back. I had to like do something in real life. So bar. Basically, we're gonna declare that true. So exterior, wait for child bar. There you go. Now everything we need is declared. Okay. So we declared everything relating to the GUI. Okay. Now we actually, you know, those values we create every time we join, we need to actually declare those. Okay. So local player equals game.players.local player. So what this is it's getting your player, okay? So instead of going to game.players.covertcode or game.players.your username, it's just getting it for you instantly, okay? Local level, that, okay, yeah, equals player wait for child level, I believe. Yes, okay. Local XP, okay, local current equals level wait for child current, and local max equals level wait for child max. Okay, so let's comment this out to make it look really nice. Okay, author CovertCode, because you want to do this like every time you make a script. Okay, you want to say who made it. Okay, player related variables and GUI related variables. Okay, see how that makes it look like just that much better. Okay, you want that all the time. Plus, if someone steals your script or something, then they know who made it, I guess. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is every time you join, okay, I want to change these accordingly. So if my max XP is 100, I want to change this from a 0 to 100, okay? So change stats upon join. So label.text equals level value. So label is our level here, okay? And we're changing it to this is gonna give us 1, okay? Let me show you guys. It's gonna be 1, okay? I'm referring to this value here because level is waiting for the level value I showed you, okay? Same thing with the other ones, just xp.text equals also extend this and make level, okay? Oh my god, you need to make this before, okay? Like this. XP current dot value, extend that max dot value percent, because you want to show them, actually not percent, XP, okay? There you go. Now if you click play, it's going to change the values accordingly, okay? 0 and 100 XP. Now, thing is, this is not 0 and 100 XP, this little like box thing here. This is like 25% or something like that, okay? So, what we're gonna do is change that too. So, bar dot size equals udem2.new. Okay, now I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna explain this. So y-axis. Why is this 1? Okay. Basically, it's 1 because you wanted to take up the entire height of the parent object, which is exterior here. Okay. So just take that up entirely. Now, the x-axis is what we are mostly concerned about. It's what's going to make the bar go from like this to this. Okay, so we need to make this current.value all over max.value. What this is going to give us is a decimal. Okay, basically this is, there's a sum in mathematics. You don't need to know this, I'm just explaining why. So basically this is going to get the percent. To get the percent, you need to multiply this by 100. But since we need this from 0 to 1, we don't need to multiply by 100. So this is just basically gonna get, oh my god, gonna get us the size respective to the percent. Okay, so just play should be 0. Yep, there you go. Now let's go to players and level current, and let's change to 50%. Oh, as you can see, it did not change these. So now we've already changed everything we need once the player joins, but now we need to actually handle whenever a value changes. Okay, so let's do this really quick. Level changed. I'm gonna explain what's gonna happen here. Function val. Copy this, paste it 3 times. Current. Okay, we don't need to do max because whenever max changes the maximum value, it's gonna be it's gonna, level is also gonna change whenever max changes, so just don't worry about that. Okay, so label.text, let's just do this, copy and paste this. Okay, because whenever the level changes, everything is going to be changed inside the value. So the XP is going to be reset, it's going to go back to 0, the max XP is going to rise, and the level is going to change. But if we go to current, the only things that are going to change are the current one. Okay, oh my god, why am I like, like this is basically what's going to change. Okay, so now we go to play, players, current value, level, current 33. There you go, it gives you the actual size: 44, 55, 66, 88, 99, I guess, 100. Okay, but now look at this. We don't want this. Okay, let me just actually create a part. Okay, make this nice and big. Make this green, anchor it. Okay, so click detector inside the part. So what this is gonna do is I'm gonna make it so whenever you click on this part, it's gonna give us XP. Okay, so workspace with child part, actually give, let's make this give XP. Okay, always good to have your names organized. Dot mouse dot click detector dot mouse click connect function. Okay, now it's gonna give you the player. Okay, so whenever someone clicks the part, basically it's gonna run this function while telling you who clicked it. Okay, so player dot level dot current dot value, player dot level dot current dot value plus, let's make it give 25 XP every time. you click it. Okay. Now we go here. Go to there. There you guys go. Now look, it's gonna again overlap and surpass the maximum. So we don't want this. So we're gonna make a check. Okay. So xp.changed connect function value. Okay. Did I explain this? Yeah, I did explain this. So if I didn't, just in case, whenever the current changes, it's going to update these values. Okay. Same with level. Whenever level changes, it's going to update all these. Okay. So in this case, whenever the current value changes, like when you're giving it 25 every time, we want to check if it's going above the maximum. Okay. So if xp dot value is greater than or equal to max xp dot value, then so do stuff. Okay. So if the xp value was changed and if the xp value is greater than the maximum xp, okay, then you're gonna level the player up. So level dot value equals level dot value plus 1. So you're adding 1 to the level. So from 1 you're going to 2, from 2 you're going to 3, etc. Then xp dot value equals 0. The xp value is going to reset. So okay, so like if you have 100 on 100, it's going to go now from like 0 on 125 now. Okay, so it's going to get slightly harder every time you level up. Okay. Max xp dot value equals max xp dot value times 1.25. So what this is doing is increasing the value that you need to actually get, the amount of XP you need to get, by 25% every time. Okay, so if you click play, if you click play, my god, I need to drink something probably. Bam! Now it's automatically adjusting to the XP. Okay, it's gonna get, as you can see, you're gonna need to click more every time you level up, but it works. That's your leveling system, I guess. So basically, you could just you see this line here. Use this whenever you want to give the player XP. So whenever you want to give player XP, like if you don't want to give player XP whenever they click a part, just copy this wherever you want. So let's say the player is in your game for like 5 minutes. You want to give him XP, just copy this and paste it. Bam, they're gonna get 25 XP. Obviously, you can change this to whatever you guys want, but yeah, I mean that's how you make a leveling system. Thank you guys for watching. Also, because I'm gonna start to like mention this now, you can find the open source version of this place here. Like you can just go to the description below and just get a copy and just go ham, I guess. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. See ya.